Now that we've had a really nice meditation before we start our practice, we'll go ahead and release some of that fascia and to get that areas in the connective tissue open for movement. So our hips and our shoulders are connected through the fascial lines on the backside as well as a spiral. And so releasing the shoulders also helps to release the hips, and that's what we're going to start with today. We're going to take these recovery rounds if you don't have them. Tennis balls also work, but I really like these because they are from Yoga Medicine, rad balls, and they're medical grade silicones, so they are easily disinfectable and also go in the dishwasher. They're guaranteed for life. So I'm not affiliated with rad balls, but I do really like them, and that's what we're using today. So Mary Kate, go ahead and take these balls and place them underneath the scapulas on both sides of the shoulder, and you're just going to go ahead and lay down and take the arms up and over the head, little stretch here, and then you'll cactus the arms and just make some circles here, nice and slow. And if you need to move the balls, go ahead and do that. We never want to place the balls on bones or joints or anything that's inflamed, injured, or throbbing. So go ahead and take that left arm down, take the right arm across, and we're going to inhale, bring it up, cactus it, make some circles, and then reach it over to the left side. Inhale, bring that right arm up, and go ahead and release the right, left arm goes up, cactus, circle, open it up, and then draw it across. And then we're going to take that left arm, bring it back down, and scoot the balls down the back. So you can spend as much time or as little time as you want here. You can also do this standing up. So it really feels good on the back. How does it feel, Mary Kate?
It feels great.
Am I lying to you?
No, it feels amazing.
It feels good. All right, we're going to open up that back and those shoulders. Start to release some of the hips so that we can get into the sacral chakra and work our hips a little deeper today. Now just keep moving it down and rolling. You can go side to side. You can pin and hold. You can move up and down. It doesn't really matter. There's fascia all over, and it's all going to appreciate this movement. And now we're going to get into the hip area. So you're going to take that right ball and put it just at your glute med. So it's not on the sacrum here in this bony plate. It's just above it and behind the right hip bone. The left ball is going to go on your glute max. And you're going to extend the left leg and draw your right knee in. Draw it in as much as you can. And then you're going to make some circles here. Nice and gentle. Again, if you want more pressure, it's going to be bigger circles and the knee will draw closer to you. Less pressure, you take it away from the body a little bit. When you're ready, Mary Kate, take that right leg across the body in a spinal twist. You can extend your right arm, maybe look over to the right, and then your left hand is going to go right below the ankle bone here, and you can massage or just press and hold. So in foot reflexology, this area here correlates to the hips. So we want to start getting in there, getting the hips ready for some more movement. Nice long deep breaths. Breath brings in blood flow and oxygen to the body, opening it up. Nice. And then as you take that spinal twist, you should be feeling more in that left glute now, are you, with that ball? Mm-hmm. Excellent. Come back to center on an inhale, and then we're going to shift. So the ball is going to go now down onto the glute max on the right side and up in the glute med on the left side. So above the sacrum, into that left hip area, outside of your left hip bone. Right leg extends, left knee draws in. Go ahead, small circles or bigger circles as you like. Nice long deep breaths here. We're going to draw the leg across the body And then massage the bottom of that ankle. Now less pressure on that left knee, more pressure on that right glute with the ball. You can look over to the left, extending that left arm. And then go ahead and release. We'll take the balls. And then go ahead and take a long stretch here. So we're going to start into our practice here. We want to start connecting our breath with movement. We want that 3-part breath, inhaling, filling the belly up, allowing the diaphragm to raise that oxygen up into the low lungs, mid lungs, high lungs, expanding through the collarbone. And then as we exhale, nice and slow, 3 parts from the top, middle, low lungs, and then the belly. Inhaling and exhaling. Breath is the force of life. You want to keep that deep breathing throughout your practice if you can. When you start to lose that breath, it's going to be time to back off. Go ahead and draw your knees in on an inhale, and then start to make some little rocks, forward and back, little bitty rocks, until you can come up to a seat. And when you do, plant the feet down. Go ahead and plant the feet down wide as your mat. And then bring your arms alongside of you. We're going to take the knees in and out, kind of windshield wiping the knees, getting into the hips a little bit more here. And we're grounding down into our sacrum, that belt of truth that wraps around and girdles our sensitive organs. Last time here, both ways. Nice. Let's come into an easy sit. Maybe just feet on the outside of the shins or cross-legged. Half lotus, full lotus, whatever is working for you today. Inhale, Mary Kate, take your arms up, reach them up nice and high. Exhale, little twist over to the left. Sitting up tall, lengthening on the inhale at the crown of your head, reach up. And then exhale, twist a little bit more. Inhale back to center, reach up nice and high, pinkies rolling in. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, lengthen, crown of the head lifts. Exhale, twist. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, that right hand is going to come down alongside your right hip. And then reach energetic with the left fingertips. Nice. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, take it to the other side. Left hand down, right arm energetically reaches across. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, cactus your elbows, take the chest up, gaze up. And then come to neutral, leave the arms where they are, make some circles here through the shoulders. Just like we were on those balls. And then take them the other way. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, interlace them behind you. Reach the shoulder heads back. Pull the arms up and back if you can. And then you're going to take your hands over to the right side and you're going to look left. One more full round of breath here. Inhale, bring the arms up and back. Fingers interlaced. Exhale, hands to the left hip. Go ahead and look right. Inhale, arms up and back. Exhale, release the hands. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, right arm comes across. Left hand underneath that right bicep or tricep. Pulling it across. Take your gaze over to the right. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, left arm reaches across, right arm comes underneath it, a little stretch, a little pull, look over to the left. Nice. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, little forward fold. Reach the arms forward. See if you can keep sitting down into your hips. So if you notice your hips lifting up, you're reaching too far forward. Take it back a little bit. Or you can always put your hands on blocks. One more full breath here. Go ahead and press your palms into the mat. Come up onto your knees. And then send your knees behind you. We're working our way into a tabletop. Knees under hips, hands and wrists underneath the shoulders. Inhale, take the chest up, little cat-cow. There's your cow. Exhale, pull everything into cat. Inhale, cow. Chest lifts, shoulders roll back, gaze to the top of your nose. Exhale, pull everything in, round your back. Nice. One more time. Excellent. Come to a neutral spine. Walk your fingers just forward of your shoulders. Tuck your toes if they're not already, and then send your hips up. Find a down dog. Do what you need to do here. So maybe bending the knees, maybe bend one knee and then straighten the other. You can sway the hips, you can sway the shoulders. Continue with that deep breathing. Press more into the thumb and index finger, a little lighter on the wrists. If you're super flexible and you find that your head is reaching the mat, we want to lift up through the armpits here and then broaden through the chest, rolling the arm bones, working towards getting the insides of your elbows to point forward. You want your index fingers pointing forward and then pressing back through the heels, even if you have to bend your knees. So Mary Kate is very lucky. She's very flexible, but if you are not, feel free to bend these knees. Even with bent knees though, I want you to send energy down into your heels like you're reaching for the ground. Let's lift high up on our toes. Big inhale, exhale, take the heels over to the right. This is a really nice stretch. If you feel like you need more, pick up that left foot, step it back behind you, and then you can always bend the right knee and keep driving the chest back toward the thigh. You notice how nothing is changing with her upper body. She's still pressing through her hands and her head is still hanging nice and low. Go ahead and step back to center, high on the toes, inhale, exhale over to the left. And again, if you want more, that right foot's going to step back. Maybe that left knee bends. Maybe the chest makes its way down to the thighs. Inhale, high on the toes. Exhale here. Inhale, high on the toes, little tiny steps. Feel free to bend your knees, make your way all the way to the top of the mat. Keep your knees bent, grab your elbows, rock side to side. So traditionally we want toes to touch in Tadasana, mountain pose. But this may not be possible for all of us, so feel free to keep your heels underneath your hips, or maybe even take them wider. Let's inhale, come to a flat back, Ardha Uttanasana. So we want the crown of the head to reach forward. Drop your chin, let the crown of your head reach, and then the shoulders pull back. Nice. Exhale, forward fold, either with bent knees or straight legs. Inhale one more time, Ardha Uttanasana, half lift. Crown of the head reaches forward, shoulders back. Exhale, fold. Let's come all the way up. Strong feet, strong back. Inhale, arms come all the way up. Pinkies roll in, shoulders roll down. Press through the mat and reach up through the fingers. We always want some purpose in our reaching. So when the arms are up, you want to be pulling up. When the feet are down, the feet are grounding down. Hands to heart. And then down by your sides, mountain pose, Tadasana, pressing down through the tops and the pads of the foot, the heel of the foot. Kneecaps are not locked, but they're lifting up. The Hamstrings are pulling back, quads are engaged, hips are over the heels, shoulders over hips, arms alongside of you, palms facing forward. Chin is in neutral. You have a nice long spine here. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, hands to heart and forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms all the way up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, hands to heart, and then down by your side. So that is our half sun salutation without the chaturanga. We're going to go ahead and cue a full sun salutation. You can stick with half, or you can take the full. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees a lot. Step your right leg all the way back, followed by your left leg all the way back. Here is your high plank, rounding through the back, pressing my hand away, pushing the mat away, belly lifting, strong legs, toes pushing the chest forward over the wrists. You can stay here or drop to the knees, elbows tuck in, and then we lower down all the way. Inhale, chest lifts, shoulders roll back, gaze up toward the tip of your nose. Press through the tops of your feet, lifting up through the kneecaps and the hamstring or the quads. And then tuck your toes under, send your hips high, find that down dog. A lot of times people say that their back hurts in up dog or cobra, and that's because we're not engaging through the quads and lifting up through the low ribs, okay? So if that happens, just keep pressing down through the tops of your feet in up dog and lifting up through the kneecaps. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, we're going to walk. Maybe we're going to hop to the top of the mat. Exhale when you get there. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart, and then down by your sides. So I would recommend 2 to 3 sun salutations A, just like we did, either half or full. This gets the body warmed up, it gets it moving front to back, and gets everything ready for the next steps, okay? Let's take some side stretches here because we're not going to do that today, but inhale, sweep the arms up. Right hand, left wrist, take a little stretch over to the right, chest pulls forward, shoulders pull back. Feel that grounding, especially through that left foot and the left hip. Inhale, come back up, switch hands. Exhale over to the other side, more pressure through that right foot, right hip. Inhale up, exhale, arms to your sides. All right, moving in, now we're going to get into the hips. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Come to a flat back, lengthen, inhale. Exhale, fold, bend your knees a lot. Send that left leg back. And then we're going to rock forward and back here. So if the floor is very far from you, feel free to put your hands on blocks. And then you can extend through that left hip flexor, stretching it out. Remember we said the fascia is connected through the shoulders and the hips, so stretching out that left hip flexor is going to actually help not just the hips but the shoulders, and then getting as deep as you want through that right knee. The more that you straighten your right leg, the deeper you're going to go into the hamstrings. So again, hands on blocks helps this a lot. Next time your right knee is bent, Mary Kate, go ahead and drop your left knee and then sweep the arms up. Reach up nice and high. Grab your elbows, pull the belly into the spine, protect it. You want to ground through the back toes or the top of the back foot. Now if you feel a little wobbly here, I want you to pull the left heel toward the hip without moving it. So there's an energetic adduction through the inner thighs that's going to keep you balanced. Pull the chest forward, get a little bit deeper through that front knee, engaging through the core, pulling the low ribs in. We don't want the chest to completely puff out. Keep pulling in the low ribs to protect the spine. Nice. Come back to neutral. You see the knee over the ankle, hip over the knee. Release your hands, surround the front foot, and then step your left foot up in a yogi squat. Left foot steps up. So if this is really hard on your ankles, you're going to walk your feet out wider and then angle the toes. You can also put a blanket underneath your ankles to elevate the heels, and that's going to help you here. Go ahead, Mary Kate, release your right hand down, and then take that left arm either to your hip or all the way up. If you can half bind, half bind. If you can do full bind, do full bind. If this is miserable for you, sit on some blocks, right? So the body knows how to modify. You just have to listen to it. Go ahead and release. Let's bring both hands down. Put that left hand against that left knee, holding it back. Right hand to your hip. And then maybe it comes up. Remember, if you're reaching, it's with activation. Reach through the fingers. Maybe half bind. Maybe full bind. Nice breath sounds there, Mary Kate. And then go ahead and release. Hands come around the feet. We're going to bring the hands down here in front of the feet. And then you're either going to step back and come into down dog, or you're going to step back and take a vinyasa, or maybe you're just going to step back and take that right leg back behind you, and then we'll come into that rocking through that left side. So it just depends on how active you want your practice, right? So Mary Kate chose to step back into a down dog. We're going to inhale and step the left foot through. And then find some rocking here. Yes, walking that left foot out a little bit so you're not on a tightrope is a good idea. Hands on blocks is a great idea. Lengthening through the right hip flexor, bending through that left knee. And the more that you straighten that left leg out and bring your chest toward your shin, the deeper you're getting into those left hamstrings. Yeah. So try not to round the back when we reach forward for that leg. You can do this. This is rounding, and it's not going to get as deep into the hips as this will, leading with the chest and the chin. Nice. Last one here. Next time that left knee is bent, go ahead and step your right foot up. Exhale here. Let's bring our toes to touch, heels slightly apart, bend your knees. Inhale, sweep the arms up, find that fierce pose, Utkatasana. So grounding down through the hips and the sacrum, lifting up the chest. Can you pull your low ribs in so your chest is not puffing out, but you're still reaching through the arms? This is really difficult for your shoulders. Bend the elbows. It's okay. You're still getting that activation through the back and grounding down through the sacrum. Nice. Hands to the mat. So options here. You can come back down into that yogi squat here, maybe on blocks, maybe working towards getting an opening here, so one day you can have that bind. Maybe you want to work a little crow pose, okay? Kukasana. Hands are going to come in front of the feet, and you want enough space between the hands and the feet that when you lift your hips up, you'll be able to rock forward. You want to get the hips over the shoulders, round the back, take one foot up, draw the toes toward the glutes. Nice. Look forward. Guarantee you that that will work. Then maybe you take the left leg up. If you're not ready to do both at the same time, just switch. Do one at a time. If both can come up, the toes are drawing together, heels are lifting to the glutes, you're looking forward to keep that weight forward of your head. Nice. So you can step your feet down, or maybe you can jump back into a chaturanga and then lower down. Inhale, cobra up dog. Exhale, press back down dog. Big inhale, open mouth, exhale, let it go. Go ahead and drop down to your knees. Let's take a little child's pose, a little break, toes touch, knees open, chest reaches forward. If child's pose is difficult, which it is for a lot of us, you can take a blanket, roll it up, and bring it between the calves and the hamstrings. You can bring a block under the chest or under the forehead. You want your forehead to definitely ground down, okay? If this is too much for the shoulders, let's take the arms back and bring the palms up alongside of us. And just come back to that nice steady breath here. In and out through your nose. Let's work some core. Inhale, press forward, find that plank. Chest moves forward. So go back to your down dog, Mary Kate. All right, here we go. Now, can you press forward without changing your feet? Press into your hands, push the chest forward. Yes, there you go. Beautiful. Now you can bring your legs closer together if you want. Make them like one strong leg, pulling the belly in, rounding the back. Push my hand away. Yes, pushing the mat away, chin in neutral. Very nice. Right knee, bring it over to your right tricep. Give it a little tap and hold. Maybe you fly. So if your flying is not in your practice yet, just hold and breathe. If you're flying, point the toes in opposite directions. It's that opposing force that keeps you lifted. Go ahead and bring that leg back and then press back, find a down dog, or she's going to take a little vinyasa and press back into down dog. Let's take an inhale, open mouth, exhale, let it go. All right, without moving your feet, press forward, find that plank. Nice, rounding the back, push the back up. Good. Left knee, left tricep, give it a tap. And you can hold, you can keep tapping, you can drop to that right knee and tap, building that core, building those shoulders, or Akapada Kundinyasana too, as Mary Kate is doing here. Press the leg back and either push back down dog or take that vinyasa. Hips high, down dog, nice. All right, so we're going to take those through a few times, knee to tricep taps. You can continue to fly, or you can come down onto your knees and work it, and then we'll take it into a side plank, Vashisthasana. Inhale, press forward, find that strong plank. Right knee, right tricep, give it a tap. Exhale it back. Roll to the outer edge of your left foot, and then either stack the right leg on top or stagger. Stagger is going to help you to keep balance. The belly is going to go forward, and then the shoulders come back. Your right arm is reaching up with enthusiasm. You can stay here, or maybe you can work those obliques a little bit. Inhale, right hand, find your left ribs. Exhale. Inhale, maybe one or two more times. And then we'll press forward, finding that strong plank once again. Hips go high, down dog. Nice. Inhale here, exhale, let it go. Last side. Inhale, press forward. Left knee, left tricep, we're tapping or we're holding. And then press back. Press into your right hand under right shoulder. Roll to the outer edge of your right foot, stack the left leg on top, or maybe stagger it. Staggering it either in front or in back is going to help you. Pull the belly forward, shoulder back, nice. Reaching up, pressing down, inhale here, maybe exhale a few taps with your breath, or just keep reaching up, working on lifting that right side body up. Nice. Last time here. Take that left hand down, find that strong plank, inhale, exhale, hips back, down dog. Good job. All right, we're going to go ahead and take a longer flow here. If you need to rest in between, turn it off. Nobody's watching you. Ready? Inhale, right leg, take it up. Bend that right knee, stack the hip. Make some circles here. So right inner thigh is working towards the left inner thigh. You can come high onto your left toes and pull your left hip back a little bit to square. Nothing is changing again with the upper body. If you want to flip, you're going to press forward, getting that left shoulder over the left hand, and then slowly, ever so slowly, drop that right leg. Press through the left leg, reach that left hand forward, palm down. Nice. Roll back on an inhale. Right leg goes up. Exhale. Inhale, right knee, right tricep. Give it a tap. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, right knee, left tricep tap. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, step it through as close as you can get that foot. Maybe you use your hand to get it up there. You're going to stay on the toes of that back foot, and then you'll walk your right foot out a little bit so you're not on a tightrope. So go ahead and surround that front foot with your hands. Start lifting the belly up off of the thigh. Right arm reaches forward, thumb up, pinky down. Left arm reaches forward. And then maybe without changing the legs, bring arms all the way up. Nice, soft shoulders. Hamstrings lifting up. Right knee continues to track right. Very nice. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, sweeping the arms back. Anytime our arms or our legs are connected or reaching, they're really pressing. Okay? That back heel is going to drop on an inhale. We'll find a reverse warrior. Right arm comes all the way up. Left arm either reaches back or wraps. Good. Tracking continues on that right knee. Low ribs pulling in. Long side body stretch. Inhale here. Exhale, reach forward. Find an extended side angle. So she's very facilitated. Her hand is coming all the way down on the mat. It doesn't have to. You can bring it onto your thigh here or onto a block. Plug this right hip in. And then keep rolling this left side of your body. Back foot is pressing down through the outer edge of the heel. Inner thigh is engaging. Look forward. Both hands are going to surround your front foot. Pick up that back heel. Standing splits. Left leg's going to go all the way up. Nice. So the closer your hands are to your feet, the more challenging this pose becomes. You can walk your hands forward. You can put them on a block. You can bend your right knee, tuck your chin in a little bit. Yeah, tuck it in, dropping chin to shin. Good. Toes pointing up, thighs scissor. Nice. Slowly that left leg's going to come down next to the right. Nice and slow. Exhale here, let it go. Take a couple of breaths. Find that connection to your 3-part breath. Knees bent are fine. Let your toes touch, heels open up, bend your knees, sit back, and then sweep the arms up. Feel the shins pulling back, neutral tailbone. Nice. Beautiful little shift there. So you want to be like you're sitting in a chair. And then if you feel the ribs puffing out, you want to pull the low ribs up. Elbows can be bent here, or maybe they come up with the arms. Bring your hands to heart as you inhale. Press through your right foot. Slowly bring the left foot up. Let it hover first. And then start to come up slowly. More engagement through that right pad and heel. Soft toes. Find space between your hip bones and your low ribs. Lengthening. Good. Lots of core here. Lots of hip flexor strength to lift that leg up. One more inhale. Exhale, slowly press that left leg back like you're going to push the wall back. Toes point down. You can keep this front knee bent. You can put your hands on blocks. You can open the arms wide. Lots of options. We want to keep tucking the left hip down and lifting the right hip up. Nice. A little bit more press through the right foot. Bend your left knee. Come back to that one-legged Tadasana. Knee drawing up as high as you can. And then left ankle crosses over right. So maybe you stand here and just get stronger in that right foot. Maybe you start working into that sacral chakra, opening up the hips, sitting a little deeper. Maybe the hands come down on blocks, maybe onto the mat. If you're going to fly, the right foot's going to walk back. Your left shin is going forward into the triceps. Your left foot is wrapping around the right bicep. And then your right leg comes up a little or a lot. Think about those opposing forces. The shin is pushing forward. The foot is coming back. Slowly bring that right leg back. And then find a forward fold, bend your knees, release. Nice. So we took the easier way out. If you wanted to, with that leg already extended, you could have come down onto your mat, but or even taken a vinyasa in between. But we're going to do it this way. One more inhale, exhale, let it go, shake the head out. Good, bend your knees a lot. And then we're going to step the left foot back, finding a long lunge. Walk your hands inside the right foot. And lizard can be here, or you can drop that left knee. You can drop your forearms. You can come onto blocks. We're just going to try avoiding rounding and looking back. So we want to look forward, taking our chest forward, and then just tuck the chin. Thinking about chaturanga here. Right knee coming into that right shoulder. Left leg is relaxing. You can walk this right foot out as much as you want, but you want full activation through the foot. You want the foot to be grounding down. That left hip flexor is lengthening. Breathing. Tuck your chin, let your head go. Yeah. So even though she's dropping her head, she's not changing the forward action of her chest. So from here you can go a little bit deeper, taking it into crooked monkey, walking that right foot out a little bit more, angling the toes, and then maybe reaching back for that back foot, but we're going to keep pressing down through the inner arch of the foot. Relax, maybe close your eyes. Enjoy this space. So this is pretty intense. I like to just chill out here. Close my eyes, shut out all stimuli, and just breathe. And then go ahead and release. You can take it back to a child's pose and rest. You can take a vinyasa from here. You can just press back into down dog. The cool thing about a video is nobody knows what you're doing, so you do you. Big inhale, open mouth, exhale, let it go. Inhale, take that left leg up, bend the knee, and then stack the hips. So you can stay here in circle like we did before, or you can flip your dog. If you are flipping ever so gently, just press forward, get that shoulder over the hand, drop the left foot, and then reach the hand, palm facing down. You want to press through your right foot and lift the hips up. Inhale, flip back. Exhale, left leg lifts. Inhale, exhale, left knee, left tricep, give it a tap. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, underneath the body to the right tricep, give it a tap. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, step it forward. And then walk the left foot out a little bit. Nice. So we're going to frame that front foot, hon. Yep. Stay on the toes of that back foot. Start to lift the belly off the front thigh. Arms reach forward and then up. Finding that high crescent here. Anjaneyaya. Spreading those back toes. Press through the big toe mound of your front foot. Hamstrings lifting up. Nice. Sweep the arms back, find a thunderbolt. Chest hovers, chin in neutral, arms reaching back. Nice. Drop that back heel and then just come into a reverse warrior. Left arm is lifting up, right arm either rests or wraps. Good. Left knee still tracking. Arm reaching up with enthusiasm so you feel that long stretch here. Inhale. And then exhale, reach forward, find that extended side angle. So maybe the arm is on that front thigh, maybe it's down on the mat or on a block. We're going to keep tucking the left side in and rolling that right side. Arms arm can be reaching straight up or across, or maybe half bind, finding the left hip crease, maybe a full bind. If you're binding, this left side's lifting up, your hips continue to push forward, shoulders pull back. Nice. Release the hands, surround the front foot. Pick up that back heel, standing splits, big hop up. Right leg is lifting up. Hands close to your foot or further away. Inner thighs scissor, and then let the head go. Yes, just let your neck go. Anytime you've got your opportunity to let those neck muscles go, I encourage you to do that. A little bend in your left knee, and then bring that right foot down next to the left. Exhale here, take a few breaths, rest, maybe rock side to side. Bring your toes to touch, heels open up, bend your knees, find that fierce pose, sit back and sweep the arms up. So it's a neutral tailbone, pelvis grounding down, shins pull back, soft toes. Low ribs pull in. Hands to heart, inhale. Press through the left foot, slowly pick up your right foot, hover it. And then push through the left foot, come up to stand, one leg Tadasana. Lots of space here in the torso. Lifting the knee up as high as you can. Inhale, exhale, press it back. Imagine you're pushing back that wall. Toes point down, right hip tucks. Nice. So eventually we want our chin in line with our heel. But until then, feel free to bend the front knee, put your hands on blocks, it's all good. Bend into your right knee, push into your left foot, come back up into that one-legged Tadasana. Draw the knee up. Nice, lots of hip flexor strength to do this. And then cross right ankle over left. Stay here, just working on gaining balance and strength in that left foot, or maybe sitting it back down, getting into the hips. Maybe hands come down on blocks or the mat. If you're flying into flying pigeon or Galambasana, the left foot's going to walk back, front shin pushes forward, right foot wraps around left thigh. And those back toes point. Nice. Slowly bring that left foot down and release the right leg. Find a forward fold here, let it go. Big inhale, open mouth, exhale. Good job, Mary Kate. She's got the hard job. Nice. Bend your knees a lot. We're going to take that right leg back into a low lunge. So go ahead and step that leg back. And hands come inside the left foot for lizard. You can drop your right knee. And then maybe you come down to your forearms. If that's not available to you, stay on your hands. Come on a block, whatever you got. You want to push the chest forward and then tuck the chin. Continue to squeeze that left knee into the left shoulder, making sure your left foot is flat. So we'll get into the other chakras later, but it's really important to ground down through the feet whenever we can. Just relaxing here. Try to not fight the sensations. So when we struggle against them, when we tell ourselves, oh, how long will we stay here? We're fighting against the sensations. Let them come over you like a wave. Just let them wash over you. They're not going to take you down. Taking this a little deeper if you want into crooked monkey. The left foot walks out a little bit more. Maybe the toes angle. We're going to keep that left foot grounded. Maybe stay on our right hand or onto our forearm. And then we're going to reach back for that back foot. Taking the chest forward. So So she's got her arm reaching forward. She can also angle to bring the arm along the front side of her mat. And then another opportunity just to release, not to fight the sensations. Your hip's going to be talking to you here for sure. But you're ready for this. We prepared it. Go ahead and release. And then we'll find a child's pose if you want to take a vinyasa in between. It's always a nice way to just flush everything out. Continue to work on building the shoulders and the core. And then go ahead and drop to the knees, toes touch, knees open, chest comes down. Again, you want to ground down, so if grounding here is difficult for you because of your hips, get a blanket, place it between the calves and the hamstrings, or maybe a block under the chest or under the forehead. Big inhale, open mouth. Exhale, let it go. And then maybe you can find someone to recruit to give you a little love here in this child's pose. Feels super good, yes?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Stay here for several more breaths if you need it, or come on up, press through your hands, sit up, and then bring your legs in front of you. We're going to finish off with some more grounded sacral movements before we come into rest. So the soles of the feet will come together. Elevating your hips here helps, so feel free to sit on a block or a rolled up blanket. We're going to open our toes like a book, because where our feet go, our hips go. And the closer your heels are, the more difficult this will be. The further they are, the easier it will be. Inhale, lengthen, lift up, shoulders pull back. Exhale, fold. Lead with the chest and the chin until you can't go anymore, and then the chin tucks. Release and breathe. Can you soften and smile? Smile makes everything a little easier. Sthira Sukham Asana. We want to be steady, but we want to be soft in our asanas, in our poses. Feeling the steady strength, with the soft surrender, so we're not fighting against the sensations. 2 more breaths here. Inhale, come on up, and then we'll send our legs over to the left as we twist to the right. If you want to add a little bit more, you can bring the foot inside the hip crease and reach back with your light fingers, catching the toes. If that's not in your practice today, then just take a nice soft twist here, looking over the shoulder. Really press down into that right hip. And see if you can ground down through your left hip. It's going to want to come up, so maybe you don't go as deep in your twist. Breathe and soften. And come back through center. Let's take the legs over to the other side. Little deer twist here. Or maybe a little deeper, if you can get that foot into the hip crease, catch the toes. Inhale, lengthen, sit up tall. Exhale, twist, look over that left shoulder. Soft breath. Ground down through the left hip, maybe the right hip a little bit more if it's coming up. full breath. Inhale, come back to center, and then exhale, release. Let's send the legs out in front of us. And go ahead and wrap your arms underneath your thighs. Bring your chest to your thighs. Toes lift up. Slowly push the heels away, finding a forward fold. If you can keep your chest close to your thighs, maybe you release your arms from under your legs. Otherwise, keep them there and keep the knees bent for as long as you need. Soften the shoulders here. Soften the face. Just enjoy wherever your body is today. You're exactly in the right place. That's the beauty about yoga. It doesn't really matter if you're not going as deep as your neighbor or as deep as Mary Kate. She's pretty flexible. She's a yoga teacher, so she practices a lot. But that's just what it is. It's just practice, and we can all get to a deeper place, maybe not where you think you should be, but definitely in a deeper place than when you started. And if not deeper in the body, then definitely deeper in the mind and in the spirit. Trust in that process. Plant the seed and it will grow. Inhale, come on up. And then exhale, go ahead and lay down onto your back. We'll take our back bends from here. So we're going to bring our heels as close to our glutes as possible. And we want to be internally pulling our knees toward each other. So our adductor muscles are firing up. And a good way to test that is to put a block in between your knees or in between your ankles and press into it. So we can do bridge here to start. Hands interlace underneath you. Press down through your feet. Lift your hips up. Squeezing the thighs toward each other, but they're not touching, even if you don't have a block. No pressure on the neck. All the weights in the shoulders. At least 5 breaths, and then you'll release. If you prefer to take a passive bridge, you're just going to put that block under the sacrum right here, and you'll leave it there for at least 5 minutes with the feet planted. Another option is a full wheel. So maybe 2 to 3 bridges and full wheels or a combination thereof. Your back's ready for this. Hands come around your ears, fingers pointing toward feet. You're going to press through the feet, use the quads and lift up. Slowly working towards straightening the legs. Press the chest back. At least 5 breaths. And then when you're ready to come down, tuck the chin. And then slowly come down. And release. Maybe the knees draw in, side to side. Maybe feet plant, wide like windshield wipers, kind of like we did in the beginning. Maybe a forward fold. Sometimes a forward fold feels really good after a back bend. So your options would be here. You come back to those myofascial release balls to help speed up recovery. Go ahead and draw the knees in, give yourself a little hug, a squeeze, pick up your shoulders, bring your nose to your knees. Good, and go ahead and relax the shoulders and the head. And extend your left leg, keep that right knee a little closer. Maybe draw it towards your right armpit. And then go ahead and circle through that right ankle. And maybe through that right hip. That left hip's going to shimmy a little bit to the right, and then you'll draw the right knee across your body. Left arm either opens out wide or maybe cactuses. Gaze over to that right hand And just enjoy this beautiful twist. Breathe into that low back. And so if you notice that right shoulder coming up, this might be too deep of a twist for you. You can always back off on that right knee or bolster it. You should be feeling some restoration here. Body's starting to cool down. Go ahead and come back through center as you inhale. Draw both knees in. Give yourself a little hug and a squeeze. Release the shoulders. Release the head. Right leg releases. Left knee draws in a little closer. Maybe open it up toward the left armpit. And then circle through the left ankle and that left hip. When you're ready, take that twist. Right hip shimmies to the left. Left arm opens, or maybe cactuses. Gaze to the left, breathe. Direct that breath into the low back. Ella's enjoying her bone. She's worked hard, not. Come back to center, draw your knees in, and then bring your hands underneath your thighs. Keeping your knees bent, you can either take the legs up a little or a lot, just in this little supported shoulder stand here. So stay down a little bit. Just wrap your hands around your thighs. Let your shoulders relax. Come all the way down. Yep. And then bring your hands here onto your thighs. Send your hips back a little bit. Yep. This is a good place to be right here. So your body's cooling down. Blood's flowing back down from your feet. You don't have to take it up any further than this. So the supported shoulder stand is perfectly fine. If you have a full shoulder stand in your practice and there's no compression on your cervical spine, your neck, you can take the legs up higher. If you're not sure what I'm talking about, it's probably better to stay right here. Legs up the wall is also a nice alternative. Just bringing the legs up against the wall, allowing the sacrum to continue to release down into your mat. This is a nice cooling posture. And then go ahead and release the legs. There's nothing left to do. This is where you get to practice doing nothing, which is sometimes the hardest pose of all. The legs can be released, ankles slightly splayed out. You can bend your knees and plant your feet, let the knees knock in. You can bring the soles of your feet together. You can bring blocks under your knees. Whatever might feel good to you. Whatever you're doing with the legs, I encourage the arms to come alongside of you, palms facing up. So that the shoulders find release into the mat. Take a big inhale here, and then sigh out through the mouth, exhale. Let everything go. Let your muscles release. Let the jaws release. Shavasana. It's been our great honor and privilege to bring this sequence to you. Let your light shine so brightly that the whole world takes notice today. We bow to you. Namaste.
Thank you so much for practicing with us. Hannon does Thai body work, and so if you are interested in the little glimpse that you saw at the end in Savasana, it's amazing. That's a preview of what her session is. You can contact us for more information on that. And I'm also diffusing sandalwood. It's a balancing oil for the sacral chakra. Also, contact me for more information on oils. Thank you.
Till next time. Namaste.
Namaste.